Is this working? Is this working? Hello, hello, Commander. Can you read me? Can you read me, Commander? Can you read me? Ah, that's better. Yeah. The thing was scuffed. Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Nerdy Overanalyzed. Hello. Welcome. Today we're doing a painting stream. We're bringing it back. Hello, Firefly. Hello, Josh Black. Hello, Valen. Welcome to chat. Good to see you. Hello, Thomas Edwards II. Lark Stokes. Good to see you again. Hello, Norbert Braktetsu and Gottengiz. Good to see you again. Good morning. Hello, Spamerai. Hello, Nakamura. Hello, Thomas Edwards II. I said that. Hello, Usasaurus Rex. Hello, Ziggy the Fool. Hello, Norbert. Hello, Sesam Dem. Hello, Firefly. Yeah, good. I'm glad you can hear me loud and clear. It looks like YouTube is dropping frames. Cracked Jabber, hello. So I might need to, after this stream, fix some things. I think YouTube is being a little sussy. I need to make some adjustments. But as long as it isn't too bad, let me know if it gets too bad, the drop frames get too bad, and I can recalibrate and restart the machine. But today, we're going to be painting we're going to be embarking at least, on a project where we paint every single mech from the Great Houses, as well as a couple of other ones like Comstar. So, yeah, should be nice. We'll be picking one unit from each of the Great Houses and one paint scheme, I think, from each of like the major periphery nations. We did the Tarans. We're doing the Canopus. We're doing. I think we might do an Arano and we might do like a pink Jenner. But how are you all today? I hope you're doing well. I was getting ready for stream all this morning. Comstar, the best girl of the factions. Nice. Will this be uploaded to watch later? Yeah. I think I should be saving the VOD, if I'm not mistaken. This might take multiple streams to do. So if it does, we'll have like a part 1, 2, and 3. And so what the plan is today is we're gonna paint each one. So let's go through each of the factions. So the first one is we're gonna do the Orion for House Davion. So you can hear this is like a repainted one. I stripped him yesterday. So we have the Orion. We have the Catapult for the Capellan Confederation. I picked the Awesome for House Marik. It was either between the Awesome or the Wolverine. We have what else do we have? Oh, we have the Atlas for Stiener. I figured we'd pick the best one, not the Zeus and stuff. We have the Dragon for Kurita. We're gonna do Rasselhog, so I picked the Crusader since it was the featured mech in the video game. We have for the Tarn Concordat, we have the Thunderbolt, and for the Canopus, we have the Shadowhawk. I also thought we might do Arano, so I have the Blackjack. And then for Comstar, he's white, right? So we're doing a Black Knight. And there's a mercenary Jenner I really like from mechwarrior Online that's pink. So I want to try pink Jenner. Stiener Scout Lance. Yeah, we're starting our Stiener Scout Lance. He's 3 short 3 Atlases. I was gonna ask about Arano. Yeah, I think a lot of people like Arano from the video games. And so we may as well do it. And for this stream, I wanted to do speed paints. I wanted to play with speed paints, but I wanted to play with speed paints in a way that isn't usually done. I wanted to do metallic speed paints, and I was messing around with it on another stream, and we saw that it was quite good, quite promising. And so I went ahead and bought pretty much all the speed paints that are in the Battletech speed paint box. Although I have the ones that, the non-branded ones, so they go by different names. Isn't Arano essentially a dukedom or something in a larger house territory? I'm not sure what it is. I know in the video game they're like in the middle of the Tarn Concordat and Canopus. Yeah, speed paints over metallic paint work really well. Because I see a lot of like metallic. I don't know. It's one of the trends that go on in like 40K and stuff, where they're doing like metallic Space Marines, metallic this, metallic that. And since speed paint is really good for it, I think we may as well try it. I think it's also a very nice beginner-friendly style. I did one earlier. Let me show the test models that we were doing earlier. So this was for like a really simple Jade Falcon. This is a test model for Jade Falcon. I overdid it on the highlights, but this is kind of what the base figure will come out if you just do a metallic and then a dry brush. Again, overdid it with the metallics. We'll have to rethink how we want to redo the metallics, how we want to do the metallics. But I think it's a decent start. I mean, it doesn't take much. For my personal Jade Falcon army, if we have time, I want to experiment with some other styles. I don't want to do just this one, but I think this is just a very nice, like very easy Jade Falcon base to start. There was also some fun things you can do with speed paints. This is a one I did for my personal mercenaries, version 1. This is just 2 speed paints. This is like a yellow speed paint with the red speed paint, and then you just kind of blend it in the middle for the orange. So it's a fade, very easy. This is a non-metallic, so this is like the non-metallic version. With the Canopus, the style we're doing with Canopus is going to be a dual tone, but we're going to do it metallic. So we're going to see how that goes. So yeah, in addition to these guys, we also have a whole bunch of test models. There's a whole like pile of test models. I don't know if I want to show you here. There's a whole ton of these small like light mech test models that I've stripped and repainted over and over again. That we're gonna do initially, because supposedly with the speed paints there's a lot of variation in color that can occur based on the undercoat that you do. So I have three base coats that we can try. I have this really bright one, a really bright silver, and then I have this really dark one called Iron Warrior from Citadel, and then I have this kind of one in the middle that's Army Paint or War Paint. So what I want to do is I want to take a test model and I want to kind of half it, do it down the middle, and then kind of see, and then I want to put the speed paint on it, and then I want to pick with you guys which one kind of looks better for which style. That's kind of the plan. You might want to do a coat of light gray instead of dry brush, pretty heavy, with a metallic before the speed paint. Yeah. So I guess my plan is, like I said, we're gonna do half, and then we're gonna speed paint, and then we're gonna pick the ones that's the best. Undercoat matters a lot. Not suited for a balanced game. Have you ever used test stores? I think, Privateer Press. I don't know if Privateer Press still makes paint. It was back when I was messing around with some War Machine. Well, I didn't play War Machine. I played Hordes. I wanted to play Scorn. I saw the whole Scorn army, but it didn't mess around. How's the quality of the stream, by the way? I can see that there's a bunch of dropped frames. Is it okay, or do I need to restart the stream and like kind of recalibrate? Testers is mostly model paints, but they have some very nice colors. The nice thing about it is that Citadel no longer has a monopoly. Like when I was playing, Citadel pretty much had a monopoly on all the paints, and now a bunch of new companies are coming forward, and some older companies are like revamping their lines. For example, I think Vallejo's like doing some new stuff. There's some all these indie companies like Duncan Rhodes has his own paint line. There's Army Painter, obviously that has been around for a while, but they're starting to pick up steam now. Hey Mad Cat, welcome. It's stuttering, but not too bad. Okay. If it gets really bad, I'll just go ahead and restart stream. I can see that we have about 13% drop frames. Yeah, Vallejo, I really like. They're a little bit more, they have like 10 different kinds of green, right? Because they mostly do like war stuff. So like each World War, whatever armies has different, whatchamacall. Although Vallejo, yeah, I would agree that sometimes the Vallejo stuff is like, the quality is weird. Like I'll get a really thick paint and then I'll get a really thin paint. But it's been a while since I've bought some Vallejo paint. So maybe they've gotten their more consistent with their quality control and stuff. Yeah, so I see a whole bunch of guys, I guess. So what do we want to do first? A lot of good comments on Monumental Hobbies paints. If you haven't noticed, my face is a little scuffed today because we have only one good camera. And I use the good camera on this guy here. So the bad camera is doing the tracking work. So I might like just totally just be a total muppet, and like my eyes are like my eyes are fucked up. Anyway, so if you haven't done it before, I definitely would recommend making a wet palette for yourself. So this is just like a wet paper towel, and then wax paper on top. Not wax paper, sorry, butcher paper. I don't know. It's not super waxy. Parchment paper. And then this is just like a Ziploc lunch thing for a sandwich. The Tupperware, yeah. Really, really good. Keeps your paints dry for a while, or sorry, wet for a while. Let's find all our urban mechs here. I have 4 of them. These are my like test Irby boys. And my test Irby boys, I just keep stripping and redoing over and over again. So we'll get started here. I think we will mess around with the light silver and then the dark silver. We'll do light silver over half of the models and then dark silver over the other half. So I think we'll just get started. We'll just call that half there. And just kind of get in. It's pretty thick. But, you know, again, these are just test models. I don't like this brush. I need a bigger brush. I need a bigger brush for this job. Just quickly, just get some paint down. So I guess it's gonna take a while for this stuff to dry, right? But what are y'all doing today? Are you guys hobbying along with me, or playing video games, or whatever? What was I doing yesterday? Oh, I was making the freaking pictures to make the thing. Took me like 2 hours. The thumbnails and titles and stuff. Oh, you found your Gabriel Nguyen finally found my dad's old airbrush from the 80s, and we found a bunch of old Tamiya paints. Nice. The Tamiya stuff's pretty good. From what I hear, like they have the Tamiya Clear is like the go-to for metallic blues and stuff, or was at least for a while. And then metallic blue, metallic red if you want to do like metallic space marines and stuff like that. Kelly Cuddle, I have 2 thin coats and it's a good range. Monumental Hobbies also excellent. Where's the Irby painted like me? The Irbies are the nymph stage of the Draconis. Ah, okay, you're painting your Tarians along with you? Oh, we will be painting a Tarian eventually. Reading manga, making blackberry juice. Nice. Zemper Miltas, welcome in. You came in at a good time. We just started. We're just prepping our little test Irby boys for speed paint testing, because I don't want to just roll the dice on these guys. I kind of want to try a little bit. Kind of want to try a little bit on these guys and make sure that we get a nice color for each one. So we're just brushing on like a light silver on half, and then a dark silver on the other half. Playing mechwarrior 5 while watching. Let's go. Yo, the Dragon GLC just got announced a couple days ago. I'm definitely gonna playing that. I also wanted to do a. People were asking for like a roleplay stream, because I did like a roleplay stream with character creation before, so they want to like, how do I run a D&D mechwarrior game? So that's what we're gonna be doing next week, Wednesday, I think. Yeah, you get the longbow. Hell yeah. You get to sit back and no skillet. I really did like LRM boats in mechwarrior online. We used to run full LRM comp with like one guy in a Narc Raven, and then the other 3 guys in like LRM boats, maybe another guy with a Narc. Has anyone tried mechwarrior Destiny RPGs? I have not. I just built a character because I thought it was fun, but I have not actually tried one properly. I did play it in a campaign before, but it just wasn't for me. Like the DM wasn't for me. So thinking about making some terrain. Nice. Hobbying, but for Civil War reenacting, not painting. Oh yeah, I like having hobby days. You know, having hobby days is nice because usually if you're just painting by yourself, you're like throwing some music on, or maybe you throw in your I don't know, favorite TV show on Netflix or streamer. So it's kind of nice painting together and being able to just chill and hang out. 100 Fahrenheit. I need to make space to put models together again. I'm hyped. Not much material covers War of 39. Only one novel that covers it a bit on the Draconis sign is Heir to the Dragon. Highly recommend it. It'll make you a House Kurita fan very fast. I already am a House Kurita fan. But yeah, I think War 39 is pretty cool. I like, I think he's a little Mary Sue-y, but I do like our boy Theodore Kurita, you know, with the reforms and stuff. I get a little paper towel. I am a fan of that boy. I want to see what he does with the. I particularly like the story of the Legion of Vega. I like the fact that they're like failed samurai dudes that are angy. Oh look, okay, look at this weird purple thing going on with the Iron Warriors color. It's probably because I haven't used it for a while, so I think we will have to mix this boy a little bit. Okay, we can just shake, I guess. The man, the hero, the myth, Theodore Kurita, our boy Theodore. But yeah, I'm really into, at least from the lore I've read, I'm pretty into Theodore Kurita, even though he is, yeah. Doing some mapping for D&D campaign, nice. It has been a long time since I've played Dungeons and Dragons or any kind of role-playing game, but yeah, I had a lot of fun doing RPGs and stuff. I played all kinds of RPGs. Played LARP for Vampire. I had Pathfinder characters. I had D&D 3.5 characters. I skipped 4th edition, I think, as many people have done before, and just went into like, you know, Pathfinder for a while. But yeah, role-playing's fun. Role-playing is quite fun. There's a whole bunch of different like map makers now, right? There's like you can do some crazy stuff with Roll20, and I apparently there are people that just have jobs that are just artists for Roll20. They just like sell like map packs and art packs and stuff. My hobby day for today was DIYing all day. Oh, nice. So relaxing and watching YouTube. Nice. Yeah, I'm happy. Just sit down, hang out, paint some models, chit chat a little bit. I realized why my voice was messing up. Like, I'm always trying to upgrade my stream, right? I realized one of the big reasons why I couldn't stream for a very long time was because I had my earphones on, and my earphones really cut my the sound that comes into my ears, and I base my voice off of like how well I can hear myself. So I was literally just screaming for like, you know, 2.5 hours stream, like Why is my voice all messed up? Like, why is it really hard to stream for more than 2.5 hours? My throat starts hurting, and I want to take a nap. And it's because I was just screaming the entire time, you know? Just screaming at you guys and like lowering the mic volume to compensate. So now I don't have my earphones on. Now I don't have my earphones on, but I'm also not screaming. Chat GPT makes it really easy to do one-shots. VTM intrigues me because there's a small group at my local store. VTM's really cool. It's really hard to do. It's like one of those, it's really hard to do properly. I get the feeling it's kind of like Call of Cthulhu, where it's like gothic horror, like modern horror and stuff like that, with sexy vampires. But it's very easy to go into like shenanigans, as you can do with, you know, Call of Cthulhu. Like, you can get very like campy, right? As people are like, I want to make the Old Man Henderson character, which is a valid way to play if you just want to mess around. But the actual vibe of vampire, I think, is hard to do, a lot harder to do than D&D, which is mostly like, you know, just meet in a tavern, slap monsters around, and have a good time. I'm so bad about the lore. Only like a month into the hobby, and my exposure is mostly text talks while doing other work. Yet here I am trying to make a clan versus Inner Sphere campaign post-truce. Ooh, interesting. I think for me, I just got into the game maybe a year, like tabletop game, maybe a year ago. I was kind of aware of it. I was always kind of aware of it through the video games, and then particularly like 2018. I think captured a lot of people's attention and imagination. Before that, I was doing Warhammer. So yeah, I think we're in the same boat. I mean, I definitely get that there's like a whole ton of lore, and it's really hard to, you know, get. Sarna has been like a really good resource for getting into things and trying things out. But yeah, I mean, I get that. Like, I don't think it's wrong to just kind of dive right in and try and jump right into everything. The LARP was so fun. Used to play a whole gambit of World of Darkness. Yeah, I played the LARP. I had a Nosferatu. It was really cool. I like the Inner Sphere, and my buddy likes clans, so it's going to be a way to keep our hobby night, just the two of us, for a while. Ah, okay, yeah. I have a friend that really likes the clans, too. He's just like, yeah, I don't really want to play the Inner Sphere. I just want to play the clans. I was like, oh, okay, I guess. So we just did some tutorial games with, we just did some initial tutorial games, and then we popped right onto, doing clan versus IS. I think I'm gonna get a couple more of our test boys going, just so we have time for this to dry. But yeah, I think I did find a Jade Falcon versus Fedcom campaign I was looking for, because he wanted to play. We played like 2 days already, like 3, 4 games. So he kind of knows what he's doing already, and we wanted to get into a campaign, just so there's some stakes. And so we did find there's like a Turning Points campaign where it's Fedcom versus Jade Falcon, and he really liked Jade Falcon, and as do I. So we'll probably maybe mess around with that. That one's post. That one's a campaign, a Battletech campaign post invasion. I think it's 3058. There's also another one I was looking at, which involves Vega, Turning Points Legion of Vega. We'll probably be looking at that. The lore seems more consistent than Warhammer 40k, which is a good thing. Yeah, I think the lore is a lot more, I don't know, it's a lot more political, a lot more human, and I think less is more in this case, where having like a human versus human conflict is very relatable, versus Warhammer is a little bit more high fantasy, right? And so it's very like kill the alien, purge the alien. That's all you need to know. Mankind's like fighting for survival. Man versus bugs, kind of man versus elves, man versus dwarves, which is a lot simpler of a storyline. But I do like the man versus man type struggle that you get with Innisphere versus Innisphere. Ventrue all the way. Yeah, I do like Ventrue too. I would feel it would be cool to do an Amaris Civil War campaign. I feel like it's new. Amaris Civil War would be interesting. I think I do have an interest in, like, it'd be fun to look at how the Star League fought. I think that'd be a very interesting, like, understanding. So, like, you play from Amaris Civil War, or even during, like, before that there was a war called the Reunification War, where the Star League tried to bring the successors, or the Periphery States under control. And that would be kind of interesting to look at as well. I think there's a whole bunch of stuff that you could mess around with, right? But yeah, like saying that, hey, I'm a veteran, like I know what it was like back in the day, back in the Star League days. We actually played through, you know, a Star League campaign. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool to experience too. And that's part of the reason why I started in 3015 or 3012, because 3015 was the Marik Civil War, and I wanted to be a veteran of the Third Secession War. Like I wanted to know, you know, what it was like before all that tech started, and play a couple things before the Fourth Secession War. Looks like a bunch of Urbies down though. Yeah. These are our test Urbies. We want to do this right. We have some bigger boys, but right now I'm just prepping some of the smaller boys, so that we can look at like what the difference between the base coats is. So this is like the darker gunmetal and a lighter gunmetal, and then I just want to see, you know, which one looks better based off of the undercoat. We could go crazy and we could have done like 3. Like I do have a middle color, but I think it's fine. We'll be able to see. Are we gonna be using speed paint, contrast style paints? Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Sebastian G, Battletech Destiny by DFA is a great hybrid system. Which Marik Civil War? Yeah, the 5 billionth. The Civil War between the two brothers, Anton and Janos, I think. But yeah. That one. And that one was really fun to do. And then I wanted to, I guess for the next one, I probably wanted to push the timeline forward and maybe do 39 tech. Or since my friend wants to do, since my friend likes clan, we'll probably do some kind of Jade Falcon thing. Darker is going to be a hard ass for contrasts at speed, but it's worked before. Okay. If it doesn't, like, if we don't, I'm assuming, like, if we don't like both, either the light or the dark, we could do some kind of, like, we could just use the mid-tone and then just risk it, which would be fine. Like, I don't know. If we hate it, we can always just strip. There's always the stripping option, which is, I think, one of the things I would recommend to a new player, like, if they're trying to paint or trying to get good at painting, or, you know, find a paint scheme. Like, don't be afraid to just play around with some colors to kind of find what paint scheme you like, and then record it, right? Like, write down what you're doing, and then just perfect that formula on a couple of mechs. I think for my army, I think I went through maybe two or three iterations of tests until I figure out kind of what I wanted and how I wanted it. And I looked at a bunch of pictures on Reddit, Particularly there's one guy poster on Reddit that I really liked, and I asked if I could kind of steal his paint scheme, and I used it. So yeah. And then if you hate it, you can always just dump it in simple green and then just buzz it with an electric toothbrush, and then it's pretty much good to go again. Like, you do lose a little bit of detail, but it's you know, mostly fine. And that's exactly what we're gonna do with these guys, right? These are our little test gerbils that we can our light mech test gerbils, because I don't really care about, you know, stingers or wasps and how beat up they look. Like, but I do want my atlas to look good, or my my catapults and my kind of bigger main mechs that I really like and play with. So I'm happy for my light mechs to just be the sacrificial lambs. Do a clan versus clan battle. Yeah, also be very cool to do clan versus clan to kind of understand the dueling culture of the clans. Was another thing that would be cool to explore. Like, how do the clans fight, and why do the clans fight like that? And so you play with clan versus clan with clan culture. That'd be also really neat to know, so that when you play your clans, maybe you can like role play the clans, you know, kind of properly, right? What are people's opinions on 3D printed models for practicing? I have a 3D printer, but I don't have the good one. I know there are a lot of 3D printed files floating around, particularly for Warhammer and yeah, they're a decent number for Battletech. That was, I mean, I don't have a good 3D resin printer. I know that there's a like, not where I live, but within driving distance, there is a 3D printer dude. Like, he just runs a 3D printer business. So you can kind of like pay him, I think, $8 for a figure, and a lot of people do that for like their custom D&D models. I don't know, because I've never done it. I've seen it on the internet. Like, I think there are a couple of creators that do 3D print their stuff, which is fine. I think if Battletech, as long as like the creators of Battletech are fine with it, which it seems like they are, question mark. I know that Warhammer doesn't really like it, but I try to support Catalyst by buying the original sculpts if I can. If they're really ugly, then maybe I might consider buying it from another guy, or maybe a 3D printer. Like, I know Ironwind has some stuff, although some of their stuff is a bit dated looking. So yeah, I haven't personally done it, but I know other people have done it, and it looks fine. A Battletech army doesn't cost north of 1,000 USD though. Yeah. I've played that game before. I know the Warhammer game. I've played since 4th edition, tail end of 4th edition / 5th edition. So I know the whole, like, would you like a used car or a Warhammer army kind of thing. And people, I think, are making I did for my video, the clan, like the box comparisons. People were like, well, it's not the same because, you know, Warhammer's a war game and this is a skirmish game. But I don't know. I mean, I think if you're a parent and you're like trying to think of a game to play with your kid, I think you'd be a lot happier giving him a box of Battletech than a box of Warhammer. But, you know, your mileage may vary. If you really love the Warhammer lore and you really love the Warhammer vibe and thing, then I don't think there's a wrong way to really go about it. Yeah. Has anyone tried the free Catalyst Chaos campaign rules? I was looking at it and it looks cool, but I don't know much about it. I tried. So the thing I did with a friend was kind of like a Chaos campaign-esque. Yeah, a Chaos campaign-y looking thing. I liked it. I thought it was good. We didn't really play with the salvage rules because we only played 7 games. Or 5 games? 5 games. But yeah, I like it. We use a kind of a more simplified version of that. But I would say it's good if you want to play a campaign to start with it. And I think the Turning Points uses that as well. The Turning Point little booklets. You mean you didn't have to sell your kidney for a Battletech army? Yeah. All right, so for this Black Knight, I wanted to do the Black Knight from the box art of Tukayed. So let me look at him right now. Tukayed. The Bartle of Tukayed. So he's kind of a white, but he's also got a little bit of he's also got a little bit of brown in him because he's fighting on a desert planet. So I think for the base, I want to do a Menoth white base mixed with a Menoth white highlight, and I just want to get the base coats down while we're waiting for these metallic guys to dry. There's also this other product called Fairy Dust, which supposedly makes all your stuff metallic. So actually, let's try this out on a test model too. I have a white Stinger. So I'm gonna do maybe some Menoth white highlight with Menoth white base, and then mix it with the pink sparkle stuff. Have you looked at the Alpha Strike box? It's real good. The only thing you need to get is the Game of Armored Combat book and the Client Invasion stuff. Yeah, I have looked at it. I actually own it. I actually have a video pretty much filmed and almost scripted for it, for Alpha Strike, but I didn't go ahead and make it because I didn't feel qualified to cover Alpha Strike, and it'd be weird. I think it'd just be a little weird for me to do an Alpha Strike box, but from a classic point of view. I might end up making it. I might not. But yeah, I do own a Game of Armored Combat. It has like the Mad Cat. It has an Atlas. Would love that video, but I wouldn't be able to give you any kind of qualified opinion on yeah, pretty much any of how Alpha Strike plays, and I think that would be a little weird. All right, so this is the Menoth white highlight, or the base. This is the highlight, and then this is our this goopy stuff is the Fairy Dust. So we'll kind of mix up a base coat of this. Maybe we'll put in a little more of that. I want more sparkles. I want more sparkles. All right, and then this looks like a decent base. We'll put it on our Stinger here. Maybe I want a little more brown. Let's get it on. That looks pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. Where's our fat brush? Where's the fat brush? Ah, here it is. It's not super shiny. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Actually, I was gonna say I'm happy to put it on the Black Knight already, but let's kind of see what happens. Maybe we don't put this stuff down as a base. Okay, so we'll do the body like this, I guess, with the sparkles. Oops. But I can see we might need like multiple coats. So if that's the case, maybe we want to do just some of the base color, and then we'll try out on this leg just what a normal, like the coverage is a lot better, I guess. Although we will have to do multiple coats for this, so we'll kind of keep it thin. And then we'll compare whether we should do the sparkles up front or we should just keep the base. I don't know. I've only tried the sparkle thing a couple times. It's free video real estate. Yeah, true. I don't think there's very many videos on Alpha Strike. No one has really discussed the mechs in the AS box set. Wait, was there a text to voice? Was there a voice to text? Hello? Hello? Was there a voice to text alert? Oh, maybe I do need to wear my earphones. I think I installed Stream Elements. If you like donate $2 or something, there's a text to voice. Was there a super chat? Did someone super chat something? I'm using voice. Okay. I think I installed a Stream Elements thing. If people, join membership or whatever, but I don't think anyone's done it yet, but we'll see kind of what happens. It's not anything sophisticated. It's just like the basic thing I just threw on. Okay, that's our test boy. It's our test stonger for our two-keyed boy. And we'll probably have to come back to that. The other one, I guess we should get our pink Jenner started. I had a pink lying around somewhere, but as you do, I lost the pink. I don't know where it is, and I didn't have the time this morning to actually do pink, like find it again. So we're just gonna make pink at home. We're gonna we have pink at home, Commander. We're gonna mess around with this last of this magenta stuff, maybe. Okay, maybe we won't, because there's no magenta in there. We're gonna mess around with this Scorn red and white, and we're gonna mix our own pink. I want to do pink with sparkles, but I think I want to leave the sparkles out till later. Maybe we'll make that the second coat. Just guessing here. So we'll take some red. Hopefully this makes pink. Hopefully this makes an acceptable pink. And we'll take this eggshell white. And it looks nothing like the pink that I want. So, do we cut this open? Maybe we cut this open. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna get a scissors and cut this open. A pink Jenner, yeah. There's a in MechWarrior Online, there's a pink Jenner hero that you could get. It was like someone's daughter. It was someone's daughter's favorite mech, and like I can't remember if she did like a Make-A-Wish thing, where she's like, I want my hero to be a Jenner. I want to be a Jenner in the game. And so they did it, and so it's like a Jenner with like I don't know, like cloak and stuff, and then had pink with like rainbow sparkles or something. It's really cool. Okay, yeah, that's the pink I'm looking for. Yeah, it's the pink I'm looking for. Okay, so we'll mix this pink, and then we'll make a pink Jenner. Actually, I should look for the hero Jenner first. I should look for the hero Jenner first so I can copy it. Pink Jenner hero MWO. Sarah's Jenner. Yeah. Support cancer research. There's a lore-accurate pink panther with a cat's paw? Dang. Where's Sarah's Jenner? Jenner Oxide. Control F. Sarah. Sarah's Jenner. Okay. Sarah's Jenner was a once-off for charity. Sarah's favorite mech chassis was the Jenner with streak SRMs because she liked to lock on. She loved speeding around with night vision and lots of medium lasers so she could get them good, blazing through the inner sphere with her father, John. Sarah was an excellent sport and shared her dad's passion for Battletech. Sarah's Jenner was a once-off. It was specific for charity and a specific time for a specific person. More info here. Okay. How do we paint Sarah's Jenner? Oh, Oh, okay. It actually was not pink. What the hell? But it did have teddy bears and rainbows. All right, we're gonna make our thing pink. Have I painted any? Have I painted any of my mechs in camo schemes? I can't remember. Did I paint any of my mechs in camo schemes? I think so. I think I did a bunch of test models, and I did them with speed paints. I did. Yeah. I did a base with the tan brown stuff, and then I did there's a video on camo specs about it. I did the camo specs one where you did like speed paint with like little speed paint splotches on top, and that worked pretty good. But yeah, camo is not too difficult. If you wanted to do urban camo, I would look at their Grey Death Legion stuff. You can just do that camo in different patterns, and I think that should work for you. But okay, I guess Sarah's Jenner was not what I thought it was, but we're still going with this pink Jenner idea because, you know, I want to. Ooh, yeah. That is rough. Maybe I want to do a little darker on this Jenner. I have the whole gradient, so I can mess around here. Oh yeah, okay, that coverage is a lot better if it's a little darker. Okay, so it'll be a little darker of a Jenner, and then we'll highlight it with pink. But I also want to play around. I also want to show how you can also use these speed paints as inks, and so we'll do a base coat with this Jenner with like a more traditional painting style, I guess. Mech Pilot Barbie. Yeah. I mean, you're a mercenary, right? So you can just do whatever you want with your mech. That's the Merc company for the Pink Panther, huh? A-Star and Whippet, there's pink. Nice. Yeah, I think there's some weird... If you go into the lore, there's some really weird mercenary company names. It's like, I think they just ran out of ideas. They're like, yeah, there's a Fighting Urukai as a mercenary company name. Like, just totally ripping off Lord of the Rings. Just, I guess, someone was a fan of Lord of the Rings, and they decided we're gonna have Fighting Urukai as a mercenary name. Also, the planet names are weird, like Detroit, or just like straight up, you know, just actual places. Not New Detroit, just Detroit. It's a big universe. Yep. And they're also your toys. Like, I wouldn't say... there's definitely a balance between, you know, what's fun and what's lore accurate. I think what's... And that's a struggle, I think, that debate I've been having. Whether it's better to do more lore accurate stuff or it's better to do more fun stuff. And actually, what's your opinion on that? Because if you do more lore accurate stuff, some of it might not be fun, right? Like, that's not necessarily following the rule of cool. But what's actually fun versus what's actually lore accurate. Like, for example, if someone wants like a specific, I don't know, engine change on their mercenary, you know, mech, do you really say no if it's their personal special guy? Like, where is the line drawn? I guess would be my question. I think it's, I don't know. I think I would err on the side of fun rather than say, no, that's not how it was written, kind of thing. But different people have different opinions, right? And different people want to run their games differently. No on the Fusion engine. You can also be lore accurate stuff while it's fun. Clan doctrine with a number of mechs and Confederation. Yeah, there's something to be said about following, you know, some kind of lore rule, which I think is important, right? It has to be within reason. But then how far do you push it? Like, you know, maybe if they're I don't know, it's their first time into Battletech, then it'd be like, yeah, sure, just like have this thing and run however you want and just have fun, right? Or like really try hard to like come up with a reason why their mech is special if they really want that. Or especially if it's like a, you know, a kid that you're just introducing, I think it'd be fine. But then maybe if they're a little, like once they're a little more experienced or maybe a little older, maybe they be more interested in that lore aspect. So maybe it's different answer for different audiences, but also like how do you balance that with making YouTube videos that are just available for everyone? It's interesting sitting on the creator side after doing this for a year, where it's like you can't please everyone, right? So if you say one thing, they're like, if you make a lore accurate thing, then they're like, oh well, that's too restrictive. I like my games with, you know, this, which is a valid point, right? Like, I don't like the availability because it takes away from my fun, and that's I think that's totally valid thing to say, and like feel free to ignore, you know, whatever, right? And then if you're like, oh yeah, it also could be this, like you just do, if it's just like a kind of do whatever your heart tells you and whatever is neat, then people are gonna be like, no, that's not what's written in the books, it's this, like, and it's very silly what they've written in the books. But do you follow that, or do you kind of retcon that, you know? Like they have some elite ninjas called the Nekogami, right? And I guess you can always retcon stuff. So I mean, companies do it all the time. So like how much do you follow versus how much do you not follow? I guess we can start adding some weird like shading in here, since I don't have like a set flat color for this Jenner. She's like dark pink in some places and light pink in some places. Would have been nice to have like a set formula, but we're just kind of doing it however. So maybe we start shading or something. We're just doing whatever we want with this mech. It's our world. We're the creator. I found out more of the lore later, and I realized that a mercenary company that steals entirely clan mechs would be very ballsy. Yeah. Like, I think maybe if you get like way far out, then maybe it's like not cool. It's like, oh yeah, that's just like your Mary Sue force. Or like if they're new and they're just like, then they're like, oh wait, maybe I can't have, you know, all clan mechs in my mercenary force, and maybe they can't have beaten, you know, a Khan or whatever straight out the get-go. So I think it's maybe something with there's no real right answer, and if you're too restrictive, people will not want to play with you. But if also you're too free, then free with whatever, like take whatever you want, people also will be like, that's weird, I'm not playing that. One of the things I think about when I make my videos. The Jennifer. Whoa, it's a pink Jenner. Alright. So we'll call that a coat and a half of paint. So we'll set him on the side to dry. And I think we've bought enough time for ourselves to actually start playing with these contrast paints. So we will do that right now. I don't know how I'm gonna get this cut pink to work later, but you know, we'll figure it out. As we do. So for this stuff, right? Once you're done with this, you can just throw that away. Ball that up into a little paper. And then you just get your next thing and you lay it down. And whoa, it's a whole new palette for you to work with. keeping it grounded closer to lore generally prevents the worst excesses from occurring. Yeah, I think that's the thing, especially with these older games where you can totally like break the, game. Is a big consideration. I'm highly entertained that I'm not the only one that uses wax paper Tupperware wet pellet. Yeah, I mean it's like hella cheap, right? It's like a few dollars. It's way better than I think spending money on like a whole ass wet pellet or whatever. So these are our boys, our test boys, and we're gonna have some fun now. We're gonna add the speed paint onto them, and we're gonna figure out whether we want the dark or the light, or we want kind of both. But I think this will make for a really fun, dramatic painting session. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, Rhonda Snort has a Jenner as well, or not a Jenner, a pink Highlander, right? Pink Highlander as well. Okay. I need to use the bathroom though, so I'll be right back. And when we come back, we will start painting these things and figuring out what looks best. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Dark light will look cool in Commonwealth colors. Oh, she blares metal. Yeah, right. That's the lore. She blares metal music in Elvis, right? Rhonda's Highlander blares out metal in the middle of the battlefield while she listens to Elvis in her mech. Idle meeting is someone is a fan of VTubers. Yeah, I'm a fan of VTubers. Hey, did you know that HoloLive is having their 3rd generation of English, and I think 2 of them are premiering this week, today at like 8 p.m. or something like that, 8 p.m. my time, in like 6 hours. So that should be cool. There's a lore of twins, they be. No, the Fuwa Moko or whatever girls are premiering tomorrow. I'm gonna miss that because I'm doing something, but I think 2 of like the singer, I think the Raven girl, and I don't know what the other one is. She's like a, I don't know. I think there's like a Raven singer chick. 3rd gen has a toll girl who has made me reconsider my indifference to a HoloLive. What is a toll girl? Oh, tall girl? Thoughts on Phase Connect? I don't really watch any Phase Connect. I think I'll watch like clips of HoloLive. Niji Sanji I've heard of, although they're a little bit too dirty for me. I don't know. I like the idea of an idol being a little more clean. They don't need to be perfect, but I like the cleaner image and how HoloLive plays on the line of like clean image versus not clean like fan servicey stuff. I haven't really been drawn to Niji very much. Phase I haven't really messed around with, so I think HoloLive's the only one I really watch, and then like maybe like indie VTuber, like small indie VTubers. Yeah, but I don't watch the live streams, oddly enough. I'll watch the clips, and that's how I usually engage with big corpo VTubers. It's a shame you don't watch Sad Girl Company. Sad Girl Company. Peepa, my beloved. Hello there, Commanders JC Daedalus. We're just taking a short break and chatting about the new HoloLive generation that's coming out. Lumi is one of the 2 VTubers who are getting into 40k. Oh yeah, I've heard of Lumi. Kaneko Lumi. There's like this space chick, right? The space girl. That seems cool. I think girls that do boy games is definitely a or not boy. I mean traditionally male games like war games and Warhammer and stuff like that. Because let's face it, not a lot of women do like Total War Warhammer or Total War, the Total War series or the Warhammer series and all that. So it is a treat to see more tomboy VTubers and stuff, and strategy VTubers. Sad Girl Company is Phase Connect. Greetings, Commander. I too am a commander. The Phase girls are entertaining but unhinged. Yeah, I think different companies have different different cultures, I guess. I just am not familiar with any of the other ones than Hololive, really. The one that has popped on my radar was Idol EN, but only one of them, the Rin Penrose girl. She's like a Prince VTuber or something like that. I think she does a bunch of stuff with the Hollow Stars guys. But she has really, really good, really, really entertaining, really, really interesting shorts. Like, whoever her short editor is dang, that guy's, or that guy or girl is very talented. Or I don't know if she does her own edits, but like her shorts are very, very good, very well written. I think she writes them and then someone else must edit them, but they're very, very, very well executed. Let me see those pretty hands. Hang on. I'm putting my gloves on. I had to use the bathroom, so I gotta put those gloves on. And you know when you're like, your gloves have been like sweating, right? Because there's no, like, absolutely zero airflow to your hands, so they get all like sweaty and stuff. So to like get them on is what I've been doing. Her wallet is either going to grow or shrink depending on our fan base interested in 40k. It'd be hard to see. I think it'd be hard to see how they would not be interested in 40k. I think there are literally channels that are just like just 40k. That just do like 40k painting or like just 40k lore, right? But again, I'm no expert. And then if she's not interested in if the creator's not interested in the subject, then it's hard to be interested. It's hard to create an interesting stream, I would imagine. But again, I've only been doing this for like, a year, streaming for less than a year and stuff. Forming my slime into hands, yes. All right. So as promised, we have our test herbies that have dried. These are our test figures. There's a dark silver on one side and a light silver on one side. And so we're gonna do, we'll start off like, let's update this. My text. All right. Test models. Okay. So this is Blood Red. This is Kurita Red. Let's start off with my favorite Inner Sphere faction. So Blood Red speed paint. This isn't the 2.0 stuff, so it has a longer curing time, I think. I think the 2.0 stuff they said they're trying to make have a 2-hour cure time. But anyway, it's called Kurita Red in the box set. And we'll do a couple drops of that. And then we're just gonna paint that on there. So I'll take an old brush, just grab this, and then grab our test herbie. Okay, going back and forth is not the way, brother. Huh, this is very interesting. So you can't just slap it on, I guess. If I slapped it on when I went back and forth like this, it got all like weird, like bubbly and stuff. But when I stroke down carefully, I think that seems to give it a better texture, or like a better, I guess, it just works better. I'm immediately liking this lighter color. You see how this leg kind of goes? So this is like a base gray with the red. And then let's just try the other leg here. So this is the dark gray, this is the gunmetal gray, like the base Iron Warriors. And then we can do that that other technique as well, or the same technique, that nicer, smoother technique where we're just drawing down rather than just going like that. So, I mean, is that 1.0 or 2.0 speed paints? These are the 1.0 stuff. I think it's like kind of similar from what I've read, but it's a little, it's just like longer curing times. And then since I messed this up, we can kind of just I don't know, go back and forth like this. Trying to paint, because there's bands going this way, I'm kind of painting like this, just trying to smooth it out. So that's our red. So there's definitely a different color here. So this is like a blood red. You can almost, I don't know, like a dark crimson. And then on this side with our light color, there's like it's like a brighter silver. You can still kind of see there's silver bits. So I don't know if we need to come back with a second coat or we just need to go a little heavier on this. What are you guys thinking? Should we do a mid-tone silver in the back here? My boyfriend made me country fried steak with homemade mac and cheese. Nice. I'm surprised you can paint on that scale with scrubber gloves. These are actually just like regular gloves, I think. They're like pretty thin. They're not super thick. But yeah, it does decrease dexterity by about 1 or 2 points. I have a -2 modifier to dexterity with this. So when it comes to like I don't know what I'm gonna do when it comes to like the cockpits and details and stuff. But yeah, it does create a bit of a struggle, but it's workable so far with these base coats. Okay. Do we want to try like in the back where we do the mid-tone silver? What are you thinking? Limited actuators, yeah. All right, let's do a pull. Okay, maybe we'll do it on one of them. Maybe we'll do it on a couple. We'll set up this mid-tone. So the mid-tone was this gunmetal color. I want to see kind of what happens. So I guess we'll do the back. All right, that guy's kind of fricked up. We'll do it to the back of this commando here. And so we can get different kind of I don't know, colors, I guess. Different options, 3 different options, just so we get an idea. What I was thinking about was for like the blue and the for the blue and the red, maybe we could do 2 different colors. Like we could do one for House Orano because they're red, maybe the darker color, and then one for House House Kurita because they're also red, but they're like brighter, I guess. That's one way we could play it. And then for the blue, it'd be Rasselhaug and Stiener. I like the taste of blue best. You like tasting blue, huh? Okay, do we leave this to dry maybe? I think it's pretty much okay. Let's move on to the next color. So the next color is purple alchemy. So this is for House Marik. I think we're gonna be doing a Marik militia. And I think in the camo specs thing I watched, this was like the most dramatic difference. So put a couple drops there, and we'll get our herby. Remember to drink your paints. Oh yes, the last stream they made me eat orange. They're like, are you not a real painter? Real painters lick their brushes. And I said, that's gross. I don't do that. And they said, do it. And I did. And it was gross. And we're not doing that again on stream. We aren't eating paint on stream. All right, so this is interesting. So this purple is kind of resisting the color that's going on. So we might need to do like, it's going more into the recesses rather than acting as a glaze or a tint. So we might need to do like multiple passes with this. But this is kind of like a brighter purpley color, I guess. What if I can get my light to shine a little better? If you resist the temptation to mess with it, it'll dry in a glassy jewel. Green, because it's healthy. Talking about which flavor tastes best. Which flavor of paint tastes best. So this is the gunmetal color. Interesting. Paint comes from the earth. It's natural. Eat the paint. Eat the paint. Let me see if I can get my light a little bit better. But here's the initial like light purple, and then here's the dark purple. Like very, very big difference, I think. You can put a few more drops down and kind of do the front. Maybe that'll give us a better idea. So we can just kind of look at it head on. Oops. And then I'll fix this light. Metallics taste the worst. Do not recommend. Are you like paint connoisseurs? I've tasted all the flavors. I've tasted all the colors, Commander. Out of all the colors, green is the best, blue is second best, but don't eat the metallics. Yeah, okay, maybe we'll just do the front of this Irby here so we can see kind of the difference between base coats. So this is the darker one, this is the lighter one, and then I'm assuming the mid-tone will be something in the different. The lead paints turned me into a Capellan. Speak for yourself. Gold makes you feel like you're eating gold leaf. God damn. Oh, Commander, I didn't realize you ate crayons in preschool. The world is shaking. Ah, shit. Just moving this lamp closer so that we can get better light on the figures. Alright. Oh, that's better. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. The quality of stream has improved. Crazy. Volume check. Volume check. Is this loud enough for you, Ewan? Welcome to chat, Ewan. Everyone knows Commander loves the green crayons best. Otto is slime. Edible. Should we eat him? Yes, I think chat has decided that I am orange creamsicle flavored. Please, louder. Louder, Commander. Louder. Okay, is this better? 25% louder. Dude, am I? I've been streaming for like an hour, bro. No one said anything. My laptop speakers are awful. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Is it peaking at all? I know that for VTuber stuff, I have to like get the audio better because, you know, I'm bad at audio and we need to do that. Speaking of green, how about we take a walk on the Capellan side? Your volume is fine. Just sounds just fine, Commander. Okay. I keep like, I don't know, I can't hear the volume myself, so it's kind of, I have to like watch the stream and be like, oh man, I could have got the volume better on this guy. All right, this is orc skin. So this is the Capellan green or Liao green, the Liao green equivalent. And so we'll try it out on, another urban mech, I guess. Where's our paint? Ew, dirty Capellan blood. Peaking is a speaking volume problem, not output. Really? So I just have to talk softer? Is that what you're saying? Just a too loud of a boy. Wow, that is bad. Okay, what the fuck is... Look how weird this paint's going on. It's just like not obeying. This is definitely not acting like the other paints. Interesting. Is this the 1.0 version or the 2.0 version? Wow, it's just not behaving on this urban mech. Like, we're gonna have to work it a lot more. Interesting. Okay, let's try it on this leg. I think the leg was a little bit more successful. Okay, now it's kind of going. It's very splotchy so far. I'm just trying to, maybe there's like probably a trick to it. We have to go a little softer, a little slower, rather than the kind of fast painting that we've done so far. Interesting. So there's different like even within this paint line, there's different ways that these paints react, I guess. Trust the process. It's more like you moved, come back, and then your volume went super soft. Ah, ASMR. Do your best ASMR impression. Oh, Commander. Oh, Commander. Welcome. Welcome to slime time. Welcome to slime time, Commander. Have you been cheating on me with the green slime? All right, so we're gonna try the dark green on this dark. Whoa! Look at that. Look how thick it goes on here. That's crazy. I didn't do anything different. What the hell? That's so weird. Look at the coverage on this. And then look at the coverage on this. It's totally reacting differently. Like this one, it's going into the crevices and stuff. And this one, it's just like totally just blacking everything out. It's like almost a solid, regular paint color. And I think the back's dried, so we can test the mid-tone. We can test the mid-tone green here. And that one's also kind of solid. Very interesting. For that sexy slime time ASMR, you get $5. Yeah, $5. Thank you. I prefer blue slimes. Ah, see already better now. It's drying. Ah, you're right. It is drying. Okay, so maybe we need to give it some time. Just give it some time, Commander. Just give it some time. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like the asthma. My asthma voice. Do zombies like paints over brains? I don't know. Oh. But okay, so maybe we just need to just keep moving on. Just keep moving on. Just keep the bus going, and we'll come back. Oh yeah, it's not as messed up now. Look, the front's not as messed up now. I thought we were screwed. I thought we were like, wow, this paint is trash. But it's actually kind of good. How do I get my light to not shine on my camera? That's something we'll need to fix for next stream. How do I unfuck this? Substitute Kurita red for your spaghetti sauce. Yes, that's healthy. Turn it off. Turn off the light. I think it'll be like super bad. Can't see anything now. It's like very, very dark. Oh wait, that's not all the way out. There's different settings. Okay. Oh, you know what'll help? I'll open my window. Maybe? Maybe we'll try and improve the lighting for a little bit. Let me open all the shades. Okay. I'm making the sacrifice play. I'm making the sacrifice play of overheating my body in order to improve the lighting for stream, right? This is where we're pushing heat. Remember how we push heat when your opponent makes a mistake? Well, we're pushing heat to provide a better quality of stream. But yeah, okay, so I guess you're right, Kit. We do have to kind of wait for it to dry. So we'll just do all our boys, I guess. That's kind of fun. We get to do all our boys. I guess we'll move on to Stiener now. Where's your cooling vest, Commander? I don't have a cooling vest. The best I can do is... I don't have a cooling vest. We just have to remove... I don't even have clothes. This is as cool as it gets. You have to bring me ice. I have to sit in an ice bath, Commander. That's our lot in life. That's what we're doing now. All right, here's Highlord Blue. Highlord Blue. Oh yeah. So as we see, it starts off really messed up, I guess. But like Kit said, we're gonna trust the process. Oh, you know what? It didn't happen. It didn't play the. Did it play the audio thing? Let me check that right now. Actually, what is it? Stream elements. Stream elements. Stream elements, the leading platform for streaming. No, it did not. Ah, okay. Oh, because I reinstalled my browser, I think, was the problem. Okay. So we'll have to do it next time then. I see. But no, it's okay. It's slime time. Thank you for the $5, JC. I appreciate you. I appreciate you supporting this this stream, this endeavor of ours, you know, the videos and coming to hang out to paint our little slime tests with our urban mech boys. We'll get it right. Step by step, we will improve things. So what accommodations are required for housing a slime on a dropship? I know a fishbowl and some weird substance from Canopus. I love how I know your eyes are reading the comments when the slime's eyes open wide. Oh, yeah. I think when I look down, right, I can see it tracks when I move down. And then when I look at chat, I have my chat right in front of me. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think the VTuber tracking stuff is pretty neat. Accommodations required for housing a slime on a dropship. Yeah, fishbowl probably helps. Probably we're made of fluid, so some kind of fluid maybe like orange juice or something. A lot of orange juice. Swimming pool so we could relax. Ice, water. I don't know what else is slimes like. The right arm and leg isn't white. I appreciate you, Commander. I appreciate you. Are slimes Newtonian fluid or more like Jello? I'm assuming Jello, like orange Jello kind of stuff. Where's our last one? There's like a camo color. Did I just leave that out? There was camo cloak. Sand golem. Oh, that's for Clan Wolf stuff. Crusader skin. Where's my other speed paint? Okay, we'll find that later. There was the other, like, a darker green, like a camo cloak. Oh, here it is. Camo cloak. This is for Davion, oddly enough. Davion doesn't have, House Davion does not have, like, yellow, really. I was looking. So they're the only house that doesn't really have it. They kind of follow, like, the Star League stuff, which is both good and bad, right? So Davion green is also the green I believe they use in, like, the Star League mechs. So this could technically, once we solve this, be used for Star League mechs as well. And I think the Iridani Light Horse also used the Star League paint colors. So this is kind of like a more camo green. I think the person that was asking about camo, this was the speed paint I used to do the camo colors. And we're just painting a Valkyrie because that's pretty Davion. Pretty Davion, you know, the Scout Command mech as our test boy. Try doing a Night Star with a pinstripe. Yeah, SLDF, the SLDF green. Yep. So that's what this is. Oh, we're gonna need more. More, Commander. We're going to need more. Put a few more drops down. Kit Sorens, I love Marik's red-blue stripe on the offset of the middle of their purple mechs, but the almost monotone green speaks to me as a Capellan. Marik's red-blue stripe on the offset middle of their mechs. Oh yeah, for the Marik militia. Some people don't like the straight-up purple mechs, and there are alternate paint schemes, but I kind of like the purple. I could get with the purple. Like I could dig it. You know, I like bright colors. So. But yeah, I don't know how painting like whites and like non-metallics on top of this metallic stuff's gonna look. That was also one of the concerns I had. It might look a little strange. Might look a little strange. Alright, just get some paint on this boy. That's the, we'll just leave him to dry, because, yeah, I am looking at these, and these are actually looking a little bit better once they've had time to cure a little while. What else did I want to do? Oh, yeah, I wanted to mess around with Canopus. So let me look up the Canopus mech, because that's our Shadowhawk. There was a split color, like a two-tone. Let me see. Let me just confirm what color it was. I used prismatic blue. Right. It's prismatic blue and like a mid-tone blue. So let's try it on... what's a very Canopus mech? I don't think I have a Canopus mech anymore. I have a spider. Okay, we can mess around with it on the spider, because this is kind of clean looking. Have I tried the tooth and coats yet? No, I have like a whole bunch of Citadel paints back from the day. Like half of them dried out, but half of them are still okay. I have some P3 stuff, Vallejo stuff. I have more than enough to keep me for a while. Like every so often I'll pick up something that I don't have, but I'm not looking to like reset my whole paint line. But I do, yeah, but I do, I guess, I have heard of them now that you mentioned them, but I'm sure that there are very good products out there. I just haven't, I just have like too many. I have too many already. You know, I have at least, I don't know, 30 to 50, I'd say. Uh-oh, this is stuck. Need a pin to open this up. Field Army Accurate or Parade colors. I like parade colors. I like, just because I like brighter things. I'm not really a fan of darker paint schemes. And then the field stuff usually is just camo, which can be covered in like, hey, just do a camo thing. So personally I like field parade colors slash units that do colorful things with their mech. So this one is gonna be split, like a split blue, like teal, I guess, split teal, blue. So I'll show you how I do that. I kind of just go do this, and then I guess we can do this on both legs. So I'll do the teal there, and then I have some thinner as well, like the speed paint medium that makes the paints go even thinner on it. But I think it'd be okay for this one. Since we're just doing a test anyway. It's kind of like that. And I'll do it kind of halfway up the body. Maybe you need a little bit more. I've been working on some commission work and just finished some Wolf Dragoons beta for a dude. Oh, that's the tan and black, right? The sand color. I think I saw like a Duncan Rhodes video on that. But there are some very talented miniature painters out there. I know that Camo Specs has a few of them that specialize in mechs, and I guess. Yeah, cool that you do commission work. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I'll do half of his body here, and then I'll take my blue. That's not like quite the blue that I want, but oh well. And then I'll take my blue and I'll kind of come up from the top, and then I'll feather it on here. Come in like this, and then just blend it in the middle. I guess we can go kind of back and forth with it. See how it turns out. I've heard good things about the too thin coat line washes. Okay. So, do I need more magic blue? I need more Highlord blue. Like that. Whoa. I think I might need to do like 2 or 3 coats with this Highlord blue, like maybe for some of these other mechs. Like this first Marik blue is very, very light here. So if I come in again, yeah, that kind of improves things. Although we'd have to wait for it to dry. But yeah, something like that, I think, is what I was thinking for our Magistracy boys. Pretty. Yeah, so it's kind of the similar thing to how I did my awesome, which is like just take any 2 colors and kind of blend them together. Okay. So that's all of our mechs, I believe. We still have the Tarn Concordant to go, but I think I'd want to just do another traditional bronze paint. But let's like review, okay? Maybe we'll review and vote on which one you like best, and I'll keep track. So let's see here. Where's the engage with your audience button? Where is the old engage? Ah, here it is. Okay. So let's look at Kurita here. So start Q&A, or start poll. Light, dark, or in the middle, I think is going to be the 2 options. Oh. Light or no dark. Middle tone. Oh, the middle tone. Add option. Oh, ask community. Okay. So which do you like better? Do you like this lighter red or this darker red for Kurita? The lighter red or the darker red? The lighter red or the darker red? Lighter red. Got 3 votes. 2 for light, 1 for middle. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the darker red either. I think it's just too... It's just too dark. It's not... I don't know. It's too dark. I'd agree. Alright, so we'll go lighter red for Kurita. I'll write that down. Lighter red. Light pen, please. Light red. And then for Marik, do you like lighter or darker? Here's the Marik boy. So this is for the Marik militia colors. End poll. Engage with audience. Start a poll. Light, middle, or dark? Oh, 50-50. Interesting. It's split. Some people prefer one, some people prefer the other. Interesting. Okay. Wow, it is very contentious here whether we want light purple or dark purple Marik militia. Only one thing to do, trial by combat. Jesus. All right, we're straight down the middle, yo. So we'll figure out what we want to do when we come back to that. All right, so this is Liao. It's a little hard to see here. Start a poll. Again, light, dark, middle. I'm showing you the dark side now. Light, middle, or dark? Oops. Ask. So this is the light side for Liao now, and this is the dark side for Liao. Hard to see because their territory keeps shrinking. I like that the purple does like a cold blue in the dark and the bright one looks warm. Oh my god. Alright, so it looks like a middle tone for Liao, huh? Okay. So Kurita was... where's my pen? I need a working pen. Alright. Kurita was light. Marik was... I guess we'll just call it middle. And it looks like Liao is middle. So we're split on Liao. Fair. Here's Stiener. Our little Stiener boys. Light, middle, and add option dark. Ask. Definitely sinking the comment about Zenithal highlights under speed contrast. I guess we could do, yeah, I think for my other contrast guys, I did a Zenithal. We can also do a Zenithal here, but I would need to know like the upper Zenithal color. So that's the dark here, and that's the light. I'm thinking it's light, right? It needs to pop. The blue looks more Davion blue than Stiener blue. Stiener used more of a flat blue versus a sapphire blue. Oh, interesting. I thought Davion was did Davion green, right? Okay, it's definitely looking like light here. Okay, so Stiener was light. And then for here's the Davion green, or like Star League green. We'll do a poll here. Light, middle, add option dark. Ask. So here's the dark, here's the light. We might do like another coat if I do the light, because it looks like almost like an aluminum Mountain Dew color or something like that, like a Mountain Dew can. Light or middle? Okay, no one likes the dark. This is too dark. Yeah, this is almost like a black, practically. Davion uses a lot of green for the Crucius Lancers. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we'll give it a little more time. People like the light more than a middle color. Okay. Davion. Middle. Okay. Light shows up better on screen. I think it's there. If the light's a little bit better, I like the shinies. Riot, good night. Hello, Riot, good night. I was playing your game, League of Legends, a little earlier last night. All right, look, people like the light color, so we'll end the poll here. Davion light. Okay. And then this is Canopus. This is the Canopus color. I think we're gonna do multiple coats of this because we probably need to. Canopus. Light, middle, dark. Yeah, I think light, like 100% light. Middle and dark. Add option. I am legally required to inform you that I am not associated with Riot Games. Man, I totally love looking colors. Yeah, colors looks good. Colors are fun. I like playing with colors. Here's the dark. Yeah, this dark looks like black. This looks like a failed man space marine, man. This is This is not a good look. It's middle or it's either middle or light, huh? What brand of paints am I using? We're using speed paints on our test figures. Hello, Mystic. Welcome to chat. Definitely light on this one. Okay, okay. And pull. So Canopus is light. And light. Okay, so those are our test models. Let me redo my glove because, you know, it's shredding. Aisha. So do we just do a test model stream today? We've been going for 2 hours and I feel a little tired. A little tired. Maybe we'll hit it again. Like, I hate to do a teaser on you, but I am flagging a little. We'll do this over like multiple streams, maybe. I think that's probably a better idea rather than me trying to like drag my butt over the finish line, trying to get all these mechs done. But here are our little test boys. And then we have the real team going on here, plus our Pink Jenner and our Black Knight. I think that's probably better for me to do. It's like we're trying to like maximize the amount of entertainment value that we get out of a stream. It might be better for me to just, you know, end early, take a nap, and then work on some other stuff, and maybe we'll paint some other night, or definitely like the weekends or something. And I see that the frames are dropping, so I need to fix that too. Yeah. All right, that sounds better. That sounds like a better plan than trying to suffer like this. Uh-oh. See, everything's breaking. Everything's breaking. Make watching paint. You like watching paint dry? I make watching paint dry interesting. Don't tease me, Commander. Oh, am I being a little tease? Overheating from the window, like, yeah. All right. We're gonna end stream. Thank you for coming. On Wednesday, we're gonna be doing some RPG writing, and then we'll probably pick up this model painting up again, maybe next weekend or something. Okay. Okay, thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.